when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints. Kick, and we're underway in Caesars Superdome. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action, jump. Well, right side, cut by Olave. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
A gain of 4.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
The give now out of the shotgun. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 range, 70 range.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go, here we go.
This drive's going to start with a run by McLaughlin. We're going to take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have gotten you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. Nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throwing now, Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Daniels throwing on third. Hauled in left side. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. And that one goes for a gain of 11. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march into enemy territory. Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here we go. Set. 70 Lions.
Second down give to Kronsky-Merritt. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You gain that kind of yards in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Let's go.
Play action now. Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Pick up of 2 here, and that's good for a Washington first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
From the gun, a carry by McLaughlin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
4 yards line.
A gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Crack all 80. Cougar 19. Crack all 80. Ready.
Give it to Kronsky-Merritt. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
4th down, here's Daniels. He finds it beyond the marker. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That big 4th down call is how we close out our first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Point after converted by Zerline. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Saints nothing. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. On play action, here's Shaw. Rolling out to his left. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And that play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop? We're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays. Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Shot now on 1st down. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Shaw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 Bison.
Air it out on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Riley Moss with the pick. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
1st down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Play action now with Daniels. Right side, cut by Sinnott. This one bounces out of bounds right at the line. A little sting of the offense here.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's the best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. And sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Ready?
Third and long for Daniels. Finds Davis complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commanders first down.
Come on.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Play wrapped up by Mario Davis.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Get it. 19, go.
Daniels setting up the play action. It is cut left side. Crosses the 35, room for more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
1st and goal, Krosky Merritt. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Daniels. Catch made.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for completion. That's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Standing between this unit and 6. Here's 3rd and goal.
19-18.
McLaughlin. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
These are the moments, and these are the kind of calls, Kate, that this offensive coordinator makes his money. You just get, well, you get stuffed on a run, and now you got 4th and goal. What are you going to do?
They send out Greg Zuerlein for the field goal. It's a chip shot, this one straight ahead. Zuerlein puts it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really
1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Right up the gut. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check smash.
Trying the air now. Here's Shot. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
3rd down, here's Shot. He's got his man. This is Kraft. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An excellent game, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Completed over the middle. Has room into the secondary. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a one-score game before halftime.
And every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
You're good on the point after. And the Saints cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 10, Saints 7.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Come on. 6.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. That's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, here's McLaughlin. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
14 more yards. That's another Washington first down. A gain of 14. And the Washington
First down, and they go right back to it. And a nice little run there gets him 5. 2nd down upcoming. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here's Daniels. Buying some time right. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly he gets a third long, extra long. It's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
A 32-yard attempt.
Zerline puts it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First and 10. Here's Shuck. Fits it through the middle. And he is down to the 30-yard line. The Saints call for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Here we go. At the 60, at the 60. Trap 60. Go.
Shuck working from the gun. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it's second down coming up. Off to play action. Chuck. Completed to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie it just before halftime. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
York tacks on that extra point, and they'll take the lead.
Saints 14, Commanders 13.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Now he's York to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinals.
Now Daniels to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. To throw, Daniels. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here.
Come on. Hit.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Collects this at the 35. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He's now to the running back. And he's able to power this forward, but they stopped him after 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Go, 80.
Chuck now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he can take it to the house.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. 18. Unlock Lion. Ready?
On 1st down, they'll run. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense is setting up for 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Hey, check that.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints push their lead further to start the half. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints grow their lead to 8.
Saints 21, Commanders 13.
Now is York to kick this one away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action now with Daniels. He rolls to his right. Brought in right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow. It puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Now Daniels off the play action. Throw left side's caught by Sinnott. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, Angles, 49ers of the 80s. They were making hay with it then, and the running back still doing it to this day.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Daniels now on 1st down. Drops this one off to Krosky Merritt. And the Saints have the recovery. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Close call there.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my day, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
Daniels on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Hold the ready.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Get it. Grab Lion. Pepper 60. Pepper 60. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready. Pepper 60. Pepper 60.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. Rob play, 1st down he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Daniels. Vacates quickly left side. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have have to be aware of where the sticks are. Their route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains. Listen, all he can do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his third field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
This a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Trying the right side. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Gain 15 there. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. This is the end of the third quarter. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Completes this one to Kraft. He's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. New set of downs for him. He starts at the 38. Here's Shuck. 1st and 10. It's cut right side by Watson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Shuck. This one taken in by Kraft. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them around in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
In the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action when he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1.
Let's go now. Go.
Plowing up the middle. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Saints push the lead up to 12.
The score is Saints 28, Commanders 16. York to kick off.
Now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, Captain, ready.
Starting on the ground team, Kronsky Merritt. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Tight end going in motion here. Daniels from the pistol. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett News incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. This play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. To the air again, Daniels. Into traffic, complete! And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's McLaughlin. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go.
They send a man in motion. Daniels setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. And brings up 4th down.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate. Corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints nearing their 6th win this season. 1st and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out.
Here we go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Their 49-yard line.
Gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Cougar 19. Hey, Mosley, you see it. Mosley.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Matt Ariza, the one to send it away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him with a quick hitter. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The new clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings. Jason Mann is the tight end. He's going left. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. So the heave knocked away from the intended target and brings up 4th down.
I don't fault the look down the field at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. The Saints calling for a timeout. So they're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That is Lewis Seen. Saints will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Now a give running right. And they get to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This game is over. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints.